Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rulla Alani and today I'm going to teach you how to attract millionaires when broke. So first off, I'd just like to mention that being broke is nothing more than a mindset. We are all capable of attracting more money into our lives, and I just tend to not even use the word broke. I don't use it in my vocabulary. Anything along those lines is just going to attract more of the same negative things. So you should always consider yourself someone who's rich, wealthy, healthy, and capable of so much. But the truth of the matter is millionaires do tend to surround themselves with people who are at the same level of them, if not even better. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you 5 things that you can do starting today to attract millionaires into your life and to just make yourself a little bit more high caliber than the average person. So the first category we're going to discuss today is appearance. Now, if you guys know me, you know I'm the furthest from superficial. I actually rarely do my makeup, my hair, I don't even do my nails, but appearance is very important. We live in an appearance-based society, and I'm going to talk about some statistics that will shock you. So experts report that 55% of our first impression is based on appearance, based on visual cues and how we look. 38% of first impressions are based on how we hear words being spoken. So this has to do with our vocal cues, how confident we sound, if we're stuttering, how we pronounce our words. And get this, only 7% of first impressions are actually what you say. Only 7% of first impressions are what you actually say. The majority of a first impression is based on how you look and how you speak your words. It's honestly freeing knowing that what we say doesn't make as big of a lasting impression as how we look and how we speak and present ourselves, hopefully in a confident manner. So when it comes to appearance, you don't need to go to the mall and buy some designer clothes. You don't need to go get a blow dry at a fancy salon. You basically just need to work with the makeup and the clothes and the accessories that you already have. Natural beauty is key, so just work on accentuating your best features. If that's your smile, if that's your eyes, if that's your hair, make sure to play up those features. So a few things that you probably want to stay away from if you want to attract high quality millionaires are those long claw Kylie Jenner nails. I know this might offend some people, but those nails are a little bit trashy. They are low quality and they definitely don't give off an elegant look. So you want to go for natural nails, whether that's an oval cut, a square cut, nude tones. Red is nice too, but just stay away from those crazy eccentric prints, cheetah, whatever it might be. Stay away from anything that's just too much and screaming in the face. Other things you want to stay away from are overly short clothing. So really short shorts, skirts, dresses, and also very tight clothes. So tight jeans, tight dresses, tight shirts, things that show parts of your body that shouldn't just be visible to anyone. I have an entire video about what not to wear on a first date, and this should be a great guide for any female who just wants to elevate her look and really appear sophisticated and put together. Other things that you should avoid are neon colors. Now, I have talked about this before. Neon colors look beautiful on deep and dark skin tones, but for my fair ladies and for my medium skin tone girls, definitely stay away from neon colors because it tends to play up our flaws, such as pimples, those dark circles under our eyes, and things that we may not want to be so bold and apparent. If you are deeper and darker skin tone, then neon colors are beautiful. I actually highly recommend them in that case. But for the lighter skin girls, once again, stay away from neon colors. You also want to stay away from excessive cleavage and also wearing anything that is just too revealing, okay? You want your body to be a temple, and I'm not saying just cover up, wear a turtleneck, but millionaires and high quality men tend to be attracted attracted to women who know how to show a little bit of skin, but also remain a lot of mystery. Really high heels, platform heels, anything really above 3 to 4 inches in terms of your heel size can also be unattractive to a lot of high quality men. A lot of men want to feel that they're taller than their woman. They want to feel, that they are the bigger, bolder, stronger gender in a partnership. And so the higher your heel is, the less men there are going to be who don't feel intimidated by your height. Now, we talked about some things that you shouldn't do. Let's talk about what you should do. First off, natural beauty is such an advantage here. You want to just play on your natural beauty. So I highly recommend foundation that isn't too cakey, isn't full coverage. Light to medium coverage would be really lovely, as well as some blush, some lip color, maybe some mascara, filling in your eyebrows, really giving some shape to your face. But you don't need really bold contour or highlight or any of those things. Just stick to the basics. So a light to medium cover foundation, some concealer, blush, lip color, mascara, filling in your eyebrows, and you're good to go. When it comes to your hair, just make sure that it looks manageable. I myself have very curly, frizzy hair, and I have met millionaires when my hair was natural. Obviously, I did maintain it and manage it, so I had a little bit of product in it. I made sure that, it was scrunched, it was nice and luscious looking. So you don't necessarily need to go full blown out with your hair and straighten it or curl it, but just make sure that it looks nice and manageable and feminine. Wear a nice scent. This is so key. Men definitely will remember you, and they will love if you're wearing a nice, sexy scent. On top of that, just really focus on your accessories. Remember that females and males have very different accessories. So as a woman, you are definitely going to accentuate your femininity by wearing purses, by wearing belts, by wearing scarves and coats and peacoats and nice shoes. All of those things are definitely going to accentuate your look. So really keep track of the accessories that you're wearing. Make sure you have some jewelry on, a purse, a scarf, whatever it might be. Just definitely wear accessories. When you're getting ready to go out, think business casual but sexier, okay? When you look in the mirror, you want to see a lady, a woman who is elegant, who's feminine, who's royal, who's sophisticated. This is a winner look. Every single time, ladies, I have gotten compliments from millionaires when my full outfit, shoes, purse, accessories included, was all less than $100. So it's not about designer pieces or spending more money. It's really about knowing how to pair elegant pieces together and really exude confidence when you go out there. This brings us to our second category, which is confidence. Now, when you want to attract a millionaire but you're broke, confidence is key here, ladies. I highly recommend that you practice. I know this sounds so lame, but practice speaking in the mirror, practice speaking in the car, practice speaking about your achievements, your goals, your passions. This is so attractive in a lady when you actually have passions and interests and projects that you're working on. High quality men want to hear about you beyond just gossip, drama, what other people are doing, what so-and-so said. You want to stand on your own 2 feet by having things that you're passionate about, that you know well, and that you can talk about. So know how to ask the right questions without getting overly personal. Know different topics that you're passionate about, that you're ready to discuss, whether it's something that you read in an article, a book, a movie you watched. Make sure that you have topics that you're ready to engage in an intellectual conversation about. Another thing that I recommend to all you ladies is showing a little bit of vulnerability. Now, this doesn't mean taking it all out on the table and revealing your whole life story really quick, but just know how to slowly reveal yourself. I always give the analogy of peeling layers off of an onion. You want to be like an onion. You want to be mysterious, but yet as someone gets to know you, reveal a little bit about yourself at a natural pace. Talk less and listen more. This is something we've heard ever since we're kids, especially when you're talking to millionaires. They are going to be very good listeners and observers. So just make sure to speak less, listen more, get to know what they are about, what they have to offer you. And honestly, sometimes confidence is an unspoken trait. You don't need to be the loudest or the boldest person to show that you are a confident woman. Now, I hear a lot of women tell me, I want to attract millionaires, I want to attract high quality men, but I don't drive a nice car, I don't, get my nails and hair done, I don't own really nice clothes. Believe this or not, you guys, most high quality men do not prefer high maintenance women. Yes, I said it. Unless men are in the entertainment, modeling, or that kind of industry, a lot of high quality men who are millionaires are not looking for a woman who's all about the finer things in life. I mean, look at Mark Zuckerberg and his family and his wife. Look at Bill Gates' wife. You don't see the flashiest woman end up with millionaires. It's usually the girl next door who's pretty simple and just knows how to play up her femininity. So remember, ladies, it's something special about being low maintenance. Now, this isn't to say if you are high maintenance, if you do like, treating yourself, that's not a problem, but just know it's not a priority for most millionaires. It's perfectly fine if you don't do your hair all the time, if you don't wear makeup all the time, and it actually can be attractive. The funny thing is that the men who don't have a lot of money in the bank account, who don't have the most glamorous jobs, they are going to be the ones who need to buy flashy things to compensate because they know they do not have money. On the other hand, rich men, millionaires, they tend to not have the most flashy things or be the most flashy with their house, their cars, whatever they might own, because they already know they're rich and they don't want to attract the wrong lady. They already know that just by being around that person and seeing how they live, you will eventually know that they live a lavish lifestyle. They don't need to stuff it down your face by showing you their nice watches, their nice cars, and whatever else it might be. So that's also just another tip for you ladies. If you ever meet a man who's super flashy, showing you pictures of this and that and talking about all the things he owns and does, I would beware, because most of those guys are lying. They have some sort of facade up, or they could potentially just be new money millionaires who just really feel the need to brag about themselves. Remember, ladies, when you meet the right man and the right person, they will want to spoil you. They will want to take you to the salon. They will want to help you blossom into a finer lady. This isn't a priority. You don't need to have everything checked off the box right now. It will all come in time. Just know that being very high maintenance shouldn't be your number one priority at this moment. And another thing to never do that's along the same lines of confidence is don't ever say, this is so expensive, I can't afford that, I'm broke, I don't make enough money, in front of a millionaire. This is such a turnoff because it just shows that you don't have confidence in yourself, that you judge material things as not being in your level of life. Just stay away from anything that talks about something being too expensive, out of your budget, or just any negative thing when it comes to money. Millionaires want to attract women who have good, positive relationships with money. They don't want to attract women who can't save money, who can't keep money, who can't make money. So just make sure to not say any of those things if you want to be a confident lady. The third category we are going to talk about is intelligence. Now, remember, being intelligent means not only do you have knowledge, but you have interest. So interest can be so many things. It doesn't need to be something that produces income. It does not need to be related to your job. For instance, some of my interests include cooking, writing poetry, traveling, getting to know different cultures, singing, dancing. These are all interests, right? You don't need to get paid for an interest. It just simply needs to be something that you're passionate about and that you can speak on. Social media and shopping are not interests, so just keep that in mind, ladies, and always know who you're meeting, who you're conversing with. Be cognizant of some of their interests and hobbies that they might have, and make sure to bring those up in a conversation. Once again, ladies, talk about your interests, books you've read, movies you watched, different topics that you're passionate about. All of these things show intelligence. Millionaires love women who have a passion for learning, for growing, for bettering themselves. They don't just see college as the only form of education, so just make sure that you're a lady who is continuously working on herself through self-development. Millionaires are going to choose a woman who chooses to learn more and discover more about the world and about herself over a lady who just simply goes to college and then never picks up a book or any interest after that. Make sure to ask them questions about their specialties, hobbies, and projects. Remember, you don't need to know everything to be intelligent. Actually, it's very intelligent in saying when we don't know something, and it's really attractive too. So for example, let's say that you're hanging out with someone, you're talking to a potential millionaire, and they bring up a topic that you're unsure about. Rather than pretending that you know what it's about, something along the lines of, oh, I've heard of that. I'd love to learn more about it. Teach me about it. That shows that you have an interest in learning more rather than just speaking from ego and pretending that you know something that you might not. Another key is to talk about what you're doing today on a daily basis rather than just what you've done in the past or your previous achievements. Millionaires can definitely see right through a woman who doesn't have daily goals, daily tasks, and responsibilities. So make sure that when you are ready to meet a millionaire, you have things that you're working towards. Your day is busy and packed with things that are valuable, things that have meaning to you. Make sure that you have a schedule, you have responsibilities, and you're taking accountability of your life, because millionaires will definitely notice this. Make sure, ladies, not to lose yourself when you meet someone or if you're just first talking to someone. Don't just give up all of your life, your hobbies, and your passions just for someone. Make sure to maintain your individuality and your identity by continuing to do what you love and what you do best. And another word about intelligence, just remember that millionaires love to surround themselves with people who are motivated, with people who have goals, with people who have bigger dreams every single day. It does not have anything to do with how much income you're making, how much money you have. It's all about your motivation for life. So challenge yourself, take on new risks, and continue learning, because this will definitely help you exude intelligence at our third category. Now, the fourth category is potential. I know this word tends to scare a lot of people because potential sounds like you are yearning for something that you don't already have, but keep in mind we've already talked about 3 other categories, and when we combine this with potential, we have a really killer combo. So all future potential is striving for something, right? You don't just go about in a daily routine, a daily 9 to 5 doing the same thing. You actually have potential for something greater, for something more. Millionaires stay far away from lazy people, and they also want to know your purpose and your why and the reason why you want to do what you want to do. So instead of just saying, I want to travel the world someday, they might ask you, why do you want to do that? For what reason? What is that going to bring to your life? So make sure to have these responses ready to go, because millionaires tend to definitely ask more questions than the average Joe. They want to know your incentives about doing something. They don't just want to hear that you want to make more money. They want to hear why you want to make more money, how you're going to contribute, and the steps that you plan on taking to get there. At number 5, our final category is positive energy. Please don't ever be the lady that self-deprecates or plays the victim in front of somebody else. This includes talking about your boss in a negative way, saying you hate your job, talking about annoying friends, gossip, drama. family issues that they shouldn't know about. So just always be positive. Radiate an aura about you that is cheerful, that's joyful, that has a love for life and everything involved in it. Always show gratitude for what you already have. I have an entire series called Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. I highly recommend it to anyone who just wants to elevate their mindset and their outlook and also subsequently change their life for the better. Just be pleasant to be around. Always be composed in your emotions. Don't be overly needy or naggy. I have a true story that when I was at a more emotionally unstable phase in my life, I was definitely more of an anxious attachment style, which I also have a video breaking down the 4 attachment styles and how you can journey through that and, let go of old attachment styles and create positive and more healthy ones. But at the time, I was definitely more emotionally unstable. I was going through a lot of things in life, and in retrospect, I know that that was definitely affecting my relationships. I had recently met someone at the time and everything was sunshine and rainbows, everything was great, but it was obvious that I was going through some things. I thought that I was hiding it pretty well and being low-key about my emotions, and it caused the downfall of our relationship. So at the time, I had no idea what was going on or why we kind of ended things, but looking back now, I know it was because I had not grown into the woman who was ready to partake in a healthy, stable, loving relationship, and I'm pretty sure that he noticed that too, and so I'm happy for that experience. I'm happy that it taught me that you shouldn't just jump into a new relationship. If you find someone great, don't just jump into it if you're not ready. If you just maybe got out of a relationship, or maybe you're doing some healing for some past trauma that you're getting over, just be patient with yourself. Be patient in finding love, and this will definitely pay off in you finding someone great eventually. Remember that if you keep attracting a certain type of person in your life, it says more about you than it does about the people that you're attracting. Remember that relationships are basically a reflection of our internal self. And so if you find yourself in toxic relationships, that can definitely mean that you yourself have some work to do. Traumatic, toxic relationships are never one-sided. It takes 2 to tango. So always take accountability for your part in a relationship, whether it's healthy or negative. Free yourself from this baggage rather than just pushing it on to the next person and causing the demise of that relationship. So just make sure that you are continuously working on yourselves. Nothing is stopping you or keeping you from attracting a millionaire or even a billionaire. So just continue to work on those 5 categories: appearance, confidence, intelligence, potential, and positivity. And I assure you, you will find a high quality man. Let me know in the comments if this video was beneficial, if you have maybe any other tips that our ladies can implement, because I'm always for learning more and also hearing from you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, just remember that money isn't everything. The number in the bank account doesn't define who you are or your value and worth as a human being. These are just practical tips to help you attract high quality men, regardless of if they're millionaires or not. It will help you attract the right man, and that is what we are all aiming to achieve here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.